Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So on this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I was actually tagged by a friend of mine, Damaris, aka Beauty by Damaris, on a 15 random fact about me video. So I'll be sharing with you guys 15 random facts about me. And I thought it would be cool because I've never done a video like this before and it would give you guys a chance to get to know me a little better. So the first random fact about me is that I cannot swim. I get made fun of for this all the time by my friends and my family, and I blame it on my parents because my parents were not the type of people to just throw their kid in the pool like a lot of people like to do. With that, I grew a fear of the water, and because of the fact that I'm tall, I can go in the water, I can go in a pool or the beach, and I do, but I'll go in, wet myself, and come right out. That's really all I need. And if somebody throws me in a pool, I will literally freak out. I do want to learn how to swim. Like, that's one of my goals. I do plan on taking lessons, but they are definitely going to be private, one-on-one individual lessons so that I can get all the one-on-one help and attention that I need. Second fact about me is that I do not drink coffee. Everyone that I know really drinks coffee except my mom. I guess it was because I wasn't raised drinking coffee. My mom does drink coffee and I'm very close to her, so I never acquired a taste for it. I have tried it. I do not like it. I don't like the smell of it. It's just not my thing. Number 3 would be that I love to read. I go through books like no other. Like, I'll start reading a book today and I'll be done by the end of the week. I love to read romance novels, mystery novels, like crime, murder scenes and detective and trying to figure out the mystery and stuff like that. I like to read those kind of books. I also like to read inspirational books, anything positive. So if you guys want like any book recommendations, I can certainly help you out with that because I have read a ton. Number 4 would be that I am a certified makeup artist. I know this is kind of like a wow, Natalie, that's pretty obvious, but some people don't know that I do have a certification in makeup artistry. I did go to a school. I went to Chic Studios in New York City. It was an amazing course, and I did learn so much from it. I'm really happy that I took that course. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many makeup artists out there who don't have a certification. They're self-taught, and that's totally great. I'm not saying that any makeup artist should have a certification, but I wanted to get it for myself so that I could get the proper education on makeup artistry. And then as I go on, obviously I'm learning more and more things aside from what I learned in the school, but it was important for me to get some sort of certification in education because makeup artistry is something that I do have a passion for, and when you have a passion for something, you do your best to soak up and absorb everything that you can on whatever it is, and you never stop learning. Number 5 is that I am in a relationship and I am dating a police officer, and I felt this was necessary to include in this video just because of all of the things that are going on in this world today involving police officers and our country and our community. And you know, all of those things do affect me and have affected me because I am dating a police officer who is a police officer for the NYPD. And not only that I'm dating someone who's in that field, but also because I have a family that's full of law enforcement and who have been on the job and who have worked as correction officers and police officers or are currently working. It's certainly not easy to have family members or loved ones or being in a relationship with someone who has that kind of job because they leave the house every day and you don't know if they're gonna come home. You know, they're risking their lives and they're putting themselves out there, and it's really hard. I mean, I could do a whole other video on this if you'd like. I know there's plenty of you out there who are probably in the same situation as I am in, or who have family who are in law enforcement, or you know, whatever the case is. That I do hope that everyone just stops focusing on the negative and on violence and pointing the finger and just kind of come together as a whole, so that Louis agreeing with me, so that things can change and we could promote change amongst each other. So if you want me to do a video on that, I could definitely do that separately. It's a little touchy because everyone has their own opinions, but you know, it is what it is. This is my channel, so if you guys want to hear more about my story, or you know, have any questions or want to share on your situations, feel free to leave a comment down below and you know, we can talk about it. Number 6, random but obvious, I spend most of my money on makeup, accessories, and clothes. Before makeup became such a huge like passion of mine, I used to spend most of my money on accessories, jewelry, earrings, necklaces. And do I wear all of it? No. I mean, I don't know what it is. I have like a huge problem with going out and buying jewelry and makeup that I don't necessarily need. I mean, no, Makeup, no, you need makeup. I need makeup. Jewelry, not so much. But I'm trying, and I'm trying my best to kind of not do that anymore. But I don't know if that'll ever change. What are you gonna do? You only live once, right? Number 7 is that I do have a cat named Louie, and I believe I showed him to you guys in one of my videos a couple months back. And when I did show him to you guys, I introduced him to you as Lulu and being a girl. And that is because I adopted him, Louie, from a animal shelter. And when I adopted him, he was only about 8 weeks. And they told me that it was a girl. And then a couple months later, I find like a little bump. And I thought, oh my God, you know, what is this? Is this a cyst? Is he sick? So I immediately took him to the vet. And they tell me, now, this is not a girl, this is a boy. And I was totally devastated. And I just felt so bad. I didn't feel any less love for him or anything like that. I just felt so bad that I thought he was a girl the whole time. And pretty much what happened was that, I guess when kittens are younger, or cats are younger, the testicles or the balls, whatever you want to call them, don't immediately drop. So that's pretty much what happened. As he got older, then they fell, and then they were more obvious, and he was a boy the whole time. So he went from being called Lulu, and I changed his name to Louie. Number 8 is that I have a bachelor's degree in media and communications. A lot of people think that I do makeup as a full-time job, and I would love to, but right now I'm not at that level yet. And I do work full-time right now for a very well-known media, radio, entertainment related company, which I won't name because of privacy reasons. I mean, I'm sure maybe down the line you guys will find out. I don't want to share that because I don't want to like violate any sort of rules or laws or anything like that. But I do have a full-time job in the field that I went to school for, which is media and communications. The 9th random fact about me is that I was baptized Catholic as a baby. And then about, I want to say like 5 or 6 years ago, I became Christian and I was baptized Christian. So I am currently Christian. I do believe in God. I do go to church. I am a member of a church by where I live. And I try my best to live a life the way God intended me to. And I try to live my life through Him so that people could see Him through me, if you know what I mean. The 10th random fact about me is that I love butterflies. If you haven't noticed, I always use a little hashtag at the bottom of the screen, and it always has a little butterfly there. And I chose to use a butterfly just to kind of personalize it a little bit. I do have tattoos on my back of about 9 different butterflies, starting at my neck and going all the way down to my lower left side of my back. It's my favorite tattoo that I ever done. Butterflies start off as caterpillars and then they turn into butterflies, and I just feel like that represents me in so many different ways. That I'm still growing in life and I'm not exactly where I want to be yet, and I just want to keep on moving and keep on growing as a makeup artist and just continue to do what I love. 11th random fact about me is that I did have braces in junior high school. So these teeth right here were not always perfect like this. I did not want braces. I had a gap and I had like 2 fangs coming down. Not cute at all. My parents forced me to get these braces when I was in 6th or 7th grade. I hated them, but I love them now for forcing me to do it because now I have a pretty nice smile, I want to say. But it was the most depressing thing ever. I will never forget the first day that I got them put on. I didn't get the clear ones. I got the whole metal train track, you know, the whole silver thing, like you can see them. And I got them put on Valentine's Day. And it was like the most devastating, depressing thing that I had ever gone through at that point in my life, and I was crying the whole day. And not only was I sad and depressed that I had these things in my mouth, and I was in so much pain because I got both the top and the bottom done on the same day. My mouth was swollen, I couldn't eat, it was just a mess. But it honestly was worth it. So the 12th fact, so speaking of high school or junior high school and high school, I went to a Catholic school. I went to an all-girls high school, and that honestly wasn't my choice either. You know, of course, I didn't want to be in an all-girl high school, but I did receive a partial scholarship to this high school, so obviously there was no like questioning that. That's where I went because, you know, high school, Catholic high school is really expensive. So, and it actually wasn't that bad. I mean, there was a boys' school right down the block. So every day after school, the boys would be lined up waiting for the girls to get out of school. But honestly, I really wasn't like into that. It really didn't make a huge difference to me, the fact that it was an all-girls school. I made a couple really good friends who I still talk to this day. And yeah, it really wasn't that bad. Number 13 is my favorite fast food is Popeyes. And I brought this up after the 12th fact about being in high school, because after high school every day I literally had Popeyes every single day after school. Can I do that today? No, because if I did, I would be huge. But I absolutely love Popeyes. Popeyes is the best, so much better than KFC. Their biscuits are amazing. And if I could, without gaining weight, I would totally eat it every day. Not even joking. The 14th random fact about me is that I do have a brother and a sister. I was raised as an only child. I am my mother's only child. But my father did have 2 other kids after me. I was actually ecstatic when I found out that he was having, you know, another child, because growing up as an only child, I always wanted a sibling. I mean, I was really close to my cousins and we hung out. I have a bunch of cousins, so we always hung out together. But there's nothing like having that sibling that you grow up with and stuff like that. That's number 14, and leading into number 15 is that I'm a very family-oriented person. Family to me is everything. I do have a big family, especially on my father's side of the family. I have a lot of aunts, a lot of uncles, and even on my mom's side. I love being around my family. They're crazy, they're funny. It's always a good time when I'm with them, and I really, really cherish them and love them. So that pretty much wraps up this 15 random facts video tag. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you want to know more, let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, beauties!